Who is Ken Liu? What is Paper Menagerie all about?
Ken Liu is an American author of speculative fiction, a winner of the Nebula, Hugo, and World Fantasy Awards. He wrote The Dandelion Dynasty, a silk-punk epic fantasy series starting with The Grace of Kings, as well as short story collection, The Paper Menagerie and Other Stories, and The Hidden Girl. He also authored the Star Wars novel The Legends of Luke Skywalker. Prior to becoming a full-time writer, Liu worked as a software engineer, corporate lawyer, and litigation consultant. Liu frequently speaks at conferences and universities on a variety of topics, including futurism, cryptocurrency, history of technology, bookmarking, narrative features, and the mathematics of origami. Ken authored the foreword to the Imagining Health Futures anthology. So, childhood and his career. Liu was born in 1976 in Lanzhou, China. He spent his childhood with his grandparents. His mother, who received her PhD in chemistry in the United States, is a pharmaceutical chemist, while his father is a computer engineer. The family immigrated to the United States when Liu was 11 years old. They live in California and Stonington, Connecticut before settling in Waterford, Connecticut. Liu graduated from Waterford High School in 1994, where he ran cross-country and track. At Harvard College, he studied English literature and computer science, receiving his AB in 1998. So, after his graduation, Liu worked as a software engineer of Microsoft and then joined a startup in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He later received his JD from Harvard Law School in 2004, and after working as a corporate lawyer, eventually became a high-tech litigant. Liu began publishing fiction in 2002. His first published work as Carthaginian Rose, a short story on mind uploading, which was published alongside 9 other authors in the Phobos Science Fiction Anthology volume. Liu has said he wanted to become a writer so he could make stories that turn values upside down and inside out to gain new perspective. So after his long career writing and publishing short fiction, Liu turned to epic fantasy novels, starting with The Grace of Kings, 2015. He also written for the Star Wars universe with The Legend of Luke Skywalker by 2017. Along with his original work, Liu has translated the works of multiple Chinese authors into English, including Liu Cixin, Hao Jingfang, Qin Keifan, and Sai Jia. His translation of The Three-Body Problem by Liu Cixin helped the book become a bestseller to English readers. He has also worked as an editor. While editing an anthology, Invisible Planet, Ken Liu translated the stories contained within it from Chinese to English. Some of Liu's work have been adapted into visual media. His short story Memories of My Mother was a basis of Beautiful Dreamer by 2016 by David Gadde. His short story Real Artist was adapted into the short film Real Artist by 2017 by Kamei Wood. His short story Good Hunting was adapted into an animated short as part of a Netflix. 2 years later, on Kangming, Jack Paper Tigers came to life again, approaches Jack and reveals a letter hidden in his insides. The letter is from Jack's mother, written in Chinese. Jack, who cannot read Chinese, travels downtown and finds a Chinese tourist to read the letter for him. The letter tells Jack the story of his mother's life. She was born to a poor Chinese family in the late 1950s. Her mother taught her how to fold and animate paper animals, but when she was 10, both her parents died in the Chinese Cultural Revolution. Human traffickers found her and sold her as a domestic slave in Hong Kong. When she was 16, to escape the family that had bought her, she signed up for the introduction service that set her up with Jacques' father. At first, after immigrating to America, she felt extremely lonely. But when Jacques was born, she felt happy, like her family had been returned to her. She ends the letter by asking Jacques why he won't speak to her anymore. Jacques asked the Chinese tourist to help him write the Chinese character for AI, meaning love, over and over on the letter. Then he folds the letter back into a tiger and goes home. So that was the summary of the story, The Paper Menagerie. After Jacques leaves, his mother dies. Later, Jacques comes home again with his girlfriend Susan to help his father to move. While packing, Susan finds and rescues the box containing Jacques' paper animals. Jacques noticed them to move. 2 years later, on Kengming, Jacques, a paper tiger, comes part of a Netflix Love, Vet and Robots series by 2019. Several of the stories in The Hidden Girl and other stories were adapted for the animated Pantheon. The short story collection The Hidden Girl and Other Stories by 2020 explores ideas such as tradition and progress, the fallibility of memory, and the essence of what it means to be human. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Lou was disturbed by finger-pointing, jingoism, and xenophobia in the face of what he saw as an existential global threat. He began to seek solace in the Tao Te Ching and subsequently released a new translation of the ancient text Laozi's Du De Jing, a new interpretation for a transformative time by 2024. So his notable work, The Paper, a truly magical story about a child's desire and eagerness to fit into his society and a mother's love for her child that transcends every suffering she has to endure. Deserving of every accolade it has received, and it has gotten many. So, The Paper Menagerie describes the relationship between a biracial Chinese-American boy named Jack and his Chinese immigrant mother. When the story begins, a young Jack is crying. To comfort him, his mother makes him an origami tiger and breathes life into it. Later, she makes Jack more magical paper animals to play with. Once, when Jack is a teenager and is no longer speaking to his mother, he asks his father how he and Jack's mother met. His father explained that they met Hong Kong through an introduction service that matched American men with Asian women. Jack's father saw Jack's mother in a catalog and then flew to Hong Kong to meet her. When he arrived, he learned that Jack's mother spoke very little in English, so he hired a translator to mediate between them. After Jack's mother immigrated to the US and married his father. So the story shifts back to when Jack is 10 after his family has just moved in a new neighborhood. Jack overhears two female neighbors exchanging racist gossip about his family, wondering why Jack's father married his mother and criticizing Jack's biracial looks. Later, a neighborhood boy named Mark comes over to Jack's house with an Obi-Wan Kenobi action figure. Jack shows Mark his paper animals and Jack calls them trash. When Jack Paper Tiger knocks over and breaks Mark's action figure, Mark insults Jack's mother and tears up his tiger. Mark begins a campaign of racist bullying against Jack at school. In response, Jack boxes up his paper animals and refuses to respond to his mother when she speaks to him in Chinese. Because Jack won't respond to Chinese and criticizes his mother English, they slowly stop speaking in each other because of that. When Jack is in college, his mother is hospitalized with cancer. He files home to visit her. In the hospital, she asks Jack if she dies to take out his paper animals and remember her each year of Qingming, the Chinese festival for the dead. After Jack leaves, his mother dies. Late by Ken Liu is a poignant short story with multiple moral lessons. Here are some of the most significant ones. Number 1. Identity and belonging. The story explores the struggle to find one's place in the world, highlighting the importance of embracing one's cultural heritage and identity. That's the first one. Second, love and acceptance. The narrator's mother, a Chinese immigrant, shows unconditional love and acceptance, teaching him to appreciate his mixed heritage. Third, cultural diversity and exchange. The paper Minangari symbolizes the beauty of cultural exchange and diversity, showcasing the richness of Chinese culture. Number 4, sacrifices and forgiveness. The mother's sacrifices and forgiveness serve as a powerful lesson in selflessness and understanding. 5. Storytelling and memory. The story emphasizes the significance of storytelling in preserving memories, culture, and identity. Number 6 is intersectionality and representation. The narrative touches on issues of racism, sexism, and identity politics, promoting representation and understanding. Number 7. Family and legacy. The story highlights the importance of family, legacy, and passing down cultural traditions. Next is empathy and understanding. The narrator's journey encourages readers to empathize with others' experiences and perspective, and also self-discovery. The story invites readers to reflect on their own identities, cultures, and values. Number 10 is the power of imagination. The paper Minangari represents the transformative power of imagination and creativity. Some quotes that encapsulate these lessons. First, the paper Minangari was a gateway to a world of wonder. That's all.
The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu is a heart-wrenching and profoundly moving story that delves into themes of identity, cultural heritage, family dynamics, and the complexities of human relationships. This poignant tale offers a nuanced exploration of immigrant experience, the sense of belonging, and the enduring power of love and connection. The story follows the life of Jack, a half-Chinese boy raised by his Chinese mother who possessed a unique and magical ability to animate paper animals through the ancient art of origami. Jack's mother, despite her extraordinary talent, faces the challenges that come with being an immigrant in a new land. She not only struggles with the cultural barriers and the language limitations, but also deals with the prejudices and discrimination that often accompany being an outsider. Jack, on the other hand, grows up feeling embarrassed by his mother's unconventional gift and the differences that set him apart from his peers. As he navigates his way through childhood and adolescence, he becomes increasingly detached from his Chinese heritage, opting instead to assimilate into American culture to avoid standing out. The story beautifully captures the growing distance between Jack and his mother, portraying the complex dynamics of their relationship and the generational gap that separates them. Despite his mother's effort to bridge the gap through her paper menagerie and her unwavering love, Jack struggles to understand and appreciate her mother's offerings. However, As Jack matures and confronts the challenges of adult life, the story takes a poignant turn, following his mother's passing. Jack discovers a series of heartfelt letters she had written to him over the years. Through these letters, Jack gains a new perspective on his mother's life, her sacrifices, and deep love she held for him, concealed behind her magical paper animals. The story's emotional climax marks Jack's reconciliation with his Chinese heritage, his acceptance of his mother's unique abilities, and his realization of enduring bond they share. In a bittersweet conclusion, Jack comes to terms with his identity, understanding the profound impact his mother had on shaping his life and the value of preserving in his cultural roots. In conclusion, The Paper Menagerie is a touching narrative that resonates with readers on personal level, evoking a range of emotions from sorrow to joy and offering profound insight into the complexities of family relationships, the immigrant experience, and the power of love transcend barriers. Ken Liu's masterful storytelling weaves a compelling tale that lingers in the hearts of readers, reminding us of the significance of our heritage and enduring connection that define us. The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu carries several profound lessons that resonate with readers on a universal level. Here are some of the key lessons that can be gleaned from his poignant tale. First is embrace your heritage. One of the central themes of the story is the importance of embracing and honoring one's cultural heritage. Through Jack's journey of self-discovery and reconciliation with his Chinese roots, the narrative underscores the significance of understanding and appreciating one's cultural identity. By accepting and celebrating our heritage, we can forget a stronger sense of self and connection to our roots. Second is the power of love and sacrifice. The story highlights the enduring power of love and sacrifice in shaping our relationships and identities. Jack's mother's selfless and unwavering love for him manifested through her paper animals, and her sacrifices as an immigrant served as a poignant reminder of the profound impact that love and devotion can have on our lives. Third is understanding and empathy. The Paper Menagerie teaches us the importance of understanding and empathy in our relationship with others. Jack's journey of discovering his mother's struggles and sacrifices through her letters fosters a deeper understanding of her experiences and challenges. By cultivating empathy and seeking to understand the perspective of others, we can build stronger connection and foster compassion in our interactions. Fourth is embracing differences. The story also underscores the beauty and value of embracing difference and diversity. Jack's initial embarrassment and reluctance to accept his mother's unique talent serve as a reflection of the fear and discomfort often associated with differences. However, as the narrative unfolds, Jack learns to appreciate and cherish the diversity that sets him and his mother apart, recognizing riches that comes from embracing uniqueness. Fifth is cherishing relationships. The Paper Menagerie emphasizes the importance of cherishing and nurturing our relationships with loved ones. The story's emotional portrayal of bond between Jack and his mother serves as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of time and significance of expressing love and appreciation for those we hold dear. Overall, the Paper Menagerie serves as a powerful narrative that invites readers to reflect on the complexities of identity, heritage, the bonds that connect us to our past and loved ones, Through its rich storytelling and poignant themes, the story imparts valuable lessons on cultural acceptance, love, empathy, and the essence of embracing our unique identity.